Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some open Ultra League battles here using a very good team. Now, Regirock, we're going to be using this solely for the hunt on those Charizards. But guess what? I didn't see a single one in the open Ultra League, so let's go ahead and just see what this team can do here. It was incredible, okay? We were able to pull off about 9 wins in a row. As a matter of fact, I just stopped at 9. I could have kept going here, but I wanted to make this video for you, just so we can get this up here, so we can get the content going. I'm so out of it for what's going on. I knew this community day was coming. The response started happening. I was like, oh yeah, community day is going on right now. But since you played them all, I mean, you kind of space it out a little bit sometimes. Anyways, with that said, we're going to be pairing it up with Giratina and Shadow Venusaur. Everything's putting in the work. The key to the Giratina is to have Dragon Breath, of course. And then you want Shadow Sneak and Dragon Claw. Venusaur, standard moves. The Shadow Venusaur doesn't give a dang if you do resist its moves. It's still going to be putting in the work. And then the Regirock. You could go with Zap Cannon. It also has Earthquake. Personally, like going with Stone Edge and the Focus Blast. It's just great. Found it to be great. Never ran anything else. Alright, so with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, I really, really, really do appreciate it if you can give it a like. Now let's see what we have going on here. Slurpluff. Can never say that name. Alright, so we're looking great here, hitting it with a Sludge Bomb and farming them down. This is looking great. I immediately swap into my Regirock. Could have went with the Frenzy plan, but I just wanted to put in the work here. Didn't even hit all the bubbles, and it didn't KO. So we're going to go for another spammy Stone Edge and take that win. Playing around there. Moving it on to the next battle, folks. Hope everybody is doing great. Met with a Wall Rain. This is a good lead for us. Yeah, Earthquake's going to be doing a decent amount of damage, but Wall Rain doesn't have the craziest attack, plus it's not getting stabbed. And Regirock, it could take a hit. Now, the IVs on this specific Regirock are horrible, as you've seen for the Ultra League, but I don't care. I do want to go with my Shiny, because it's just what it is. And as you can see here, it doesn't really matter. Some of these battles, most of these battles are incredible. Now, I know we'll get into the commentary. I'm just very excited here, because I was doing these battles, woke up, and I said, okay, let's just go ahead and have some fun. And the plays were freaking incredible in the calls. All right, now let's see what we have going on here. Venusaur taunting the Politoed, saying, hit me. Go ahead and take me out with Blizzard. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina. Can we Dragon Breath down before they get to a Blizzard? Unfortunately, we're just going to shield this up, because that's probably a Blizzard. And exactly, there it is. So we're 0 shields. There's 0 shields. Let's get it. Bringing in that Trevenant. Going for the Dragon Claw here. And I just went for that just to, I was expecting the other Pokemon. So now we'll go for the Shadow Sneak. Super effective damage here. Giratina is a boss. Yes, I know it's a little bit OP. So they're going to be swapping into their Wall Ring. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Regirock to absorb an Icicle Spear here. And a Stone Edge is going to be doing a lot of damage. It's not going to quite KO, but it's going to be bringing them down low enough to potentially, hopefully, Dragon Breath them out of here. An Icicle Spear is not going to be enough, so we might actually get to another Stone Edge here. Going for, oh, never mind, Earthquake. Yeah, what am I thinking? So they just used up all that energy. We're able to take them down by Dragon Breath, and Trevenant comes back in. We go for the Shadow Sneak, and we take this win here. Now, you're going to see I'm going to get hard countered in the front, in the middle, and we're still going to be making comebacks. Horrible leads. As I say that, we're met with a Poison type. This is a great lead, okay? So you'll see those leads here in a minute. Looks like they're going to be catching a Stone Edge with, what was that, a Venusaur. Okay, that's fine, still going to be doing a decent amount. Now we're going to go ahead and try to catch something. Doesn't really matter, because Sludge Bomb or Frenzy Plan, both are not very effective, right? So we're going to be farming up with the Regirock, retreating into our Giratina here, and we're going to go ahead and Dragon Breath them down, so we have a ton of energy ready to go for whatever they do want to bring into that battle. But before we do take them out, the Venusaur said, I am going to be doing a lot of damage to you, and that it did. Going for the Dragon Claw right off the bat here up against that Muck. Obviously, Ghost is not very effective, so let's go ahead and put in the work here. They have Poison Jab, and I don't know why I didn't hit that last bubble. That was weird. But you're going to see how the game does actually try to hinder me at a couple of times, where it just like skips at the most crucial moment where I need to hit all the bubbles. I don't know. You're like, I don't know if it's the game, Poke. It just could, be your phone. Maybe, but it's just a crazy coincidence that right when I was about to take that win, that it starts to freeze up. Okay, so we're taking that win there. Great up against the Swampert at the end. They back out. We're looking good. Next battle, met with an Obstagoon. Now, this is not particularly great. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina. Now, if you're thinking, well, that's not really the best matchup, well, we got Dragon Breath, so we're going to be looking good. Now, this is one of the reasons why I just simply do not like Obstruct. So they just raised their defense and lowered mine. So they're going to be doing more with their Night Slash. it's almost better to just keep going with Night Slash. I'm not saying they did any misplays here, but this is just one of the reasons why I don't run this thing. Obviously, it can be great in certain positions, but for the most part, cross chop, Night Slash, right? All right, so we're putting in the work, guys. You can see here, 1 Night Slash from them after we've been debuffed 2 times. Let's see how much that does. And nah. We're looking great here. Getting to another Dragon Claw, and they're not going to be able to counter us down because it's resisted without any stab. They're letting go, and we're going to be seeing them swap right at the last second. Bringing in that Venusaur, and we're going to go ahead and bring in ours as well. 2 shields still, so we're looking pretty good here. Letting this Sludge Bomb go, no problem at all. We can take that easy money. Now, if I do recall this correctly, they're going to be going for a Frenzy Plant, we call it, if this is the battle that I'm actually thinking of, because we had a couple of Venusaur mirror matches here. Yep, there it is, that Frenzy, great. Still have 2 shields, and at this point, if they wanted to shield this up and then maybe quick move us down, it could be a possibility. I think they actually do that, and yes, that's a lot of energy on that Venusaur, and we're not looking great. Bringing in the Giratina, they were trying to catch a charge move, and the Obstagoon goes down. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. They have a lot of energy on that Venusaur, and the Regirock does not want to see that whatsoever, so it's going to be getting pretty close. They're shielding it up because they have a ton of energy, but we've still got 2 shields. So what I think we're going to have to do, obviously, is just double shield and then a lock-on, farm them here, and come out of this with a bunch of energy, and hope that there's something in the back that's going to be weak to rock or fighting. Otherwise, it's a wrap. So this Frenzy Plant's going to be doing a ton, and I was thinking, come on, at least we put up a good fight here. And there it is. I couldn't believe it, a fire type in the back. So we're going to go for a Stone Edge. We've got all this energy and almost one-shotting them. Getting to another Stone Edge. And folks, it was early in the morning, but there were so many times I wanted to jump up and be like, oh my gosh, let's go. But everybody was sleeping still, so I maintained my quiet. So we're taking 4 wins there. The reason why we didn't get 5 is because I started a battle while I was driving yesterday. Well, while I was in the car, and we had bad reception in the middle of the desert. So, yep. Anyways, next battle here, we're going to be met with the Togekiss. This is pretty good. Giratina obviously doesn't want to go up against that, especially with Dragon Breath. Venusaur would love to see it, but Regirock is definitely going to be able to put in the work. Now they're going to be double shielding this Togekiss, which sounds good to me. Getting rid of the Charm User so that the Giratina can roam wild is going to be perfect. Letting this Ancient Power go, everything that they do have other than Dazzling Gleam is not going to be very effective, and they're not going to be getting to that so quick, and people don't really run that. Getting to another Stone Edge right at the last second here, you're going to see that this dang Togekiss survives with literally 1 HP. Wow. Look at that. That's incredible. So we're going to go in here with the Dragon Breath, take them out, and they didn't even get a charm through. And they have a counter to us, which is going to be the Obstagoon. But that's perfectly fine. This is the reason why we're running Dragon Breath, because if you go up against the Dark types, you're still going to be able to put in the work, as the Giratina is just an extreme tank and can absorb those. So we're going to go for that and swap into our Venusaur. And I figured that they had a Talonflame in the back or some sort of fire because of what they bring in there. Well, it wasn't too telling. I mean, that's an Obstagoon Dark to Ghost. It's not like, oh, well, the guy must have something weak to me in the back with the Giratina. All right, so Venusaur is putting in the work, getting to another Sludge Bomb here. And they're doing a ton, of course, because, well, we're weak to that fire, taking them out with the Sludge Bomb, and the counter is going to be resisted. So they're going to kind of have to throw here. We're going to let it go. They go for an Obstruct. I couldn't believe it, and we're actually able to get to the Frenzy Plant. I wasn't calling an Obstruct. I was just going to go in there with the Giratina, just put in that work. But Venusaur is going to be able to finish it off for us. Incredible. All right, now as I keep taking these wins, the counters in the front are going to be progressively getting harder and harder here. Cresselia is not particularly great for this team. Moonblast to the Giratina. Yeah, the Venusaur actually doesn't mind it. If they do have Future Sight, that's bad. Grass Knot is going to be doing a ton, despite us being kind of a tank. It's doing almost half damage, so that's not really great. So we're going to go ahead and try to catch one of these with the Venusaur here. And we catch it, great. Not like they were going to do anything with a Moonblast. And they're swapping into a Giratina. Now, if you're thinking, well, this is not great for you, check how much Shadow Frenzy Plant does. And at the rate that we're going to be able to spam it, that's looking pretty stinking good. So let's go ahead and get it. Venusaur takes no prisoners, hitting me with an Ancient Power, letting it go, holding on to those shields here, because we're going to simply go in here with our Giratina and farm them down, because I'm not trying to use a Stone Edge on that thing. I'm going to hold on for that for a minute here. Taking me out with the Ancient Power, and we're looking good. Bringing in our Giratina. They're probably going to get to a charge move for sure. Yep, right at the last second with about 3 HP. Letting it go. Dragon Claw, no problem at all. Still 2 shields. Sounds good to me. And what did they just throw into the battle, folks? It is a Trevenant. Great. Okay. Going for that Shadow Sneak, and they're letting it go, which kind of surprised me. I was thinking, well, Yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to pull this off now. They swap into their Cresselia, but it's still not looking the best, so we'll just have to see how this works out. Going for the Dragon Claw to get the shield. Okay. Go for the Grass Knot. Great. Swapping into our Regirock. And we're going to go for that Stone Edge right off the bat here. Now, this is getting pretty close. We're getting that last shield. Kind of have to finesse this battle here. Going for another Stone Edge, which Cresselia is a tank. This is just not going to be enough, and we're not locking down that thing here. So we're going to let this go, and we have to put all of our hope into the Giratina at this point. See if we can farm down. Oh my goodness. I swear the Trevenant had energy, so let's see what happens here. Okay, farming them down and getting to the Dragon Claw and taking the win. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of these battles are going to be very close, and like I said, the leads are going to get harder as we do continue on here. All right, what are we going to see with the Regirock? A Virizion. Okay, so there you go. Exactly. So we're going to swap into our Giratina, and they're going to be countering us with a Wall Rain. So countered in the front and countered in the middle. Let's see what we have going on here. This team was incredible. I'm telling you what. Now, again, it's not going to be like you put this team together, and then all of a sudden you're going to be taking wins here. You can see we're clearly having to maneuver around situations, which doesn't just simply require putting the team together and then the Pokemon are just gonna make you win, right? You gotta have to really kind of think about situations and catch and all that good stuff. You already know, right? So bringing in the Regirock here, going for the Stone Edge, and they're shielding it up. That's that first shield, and they're swapping into a Muck. Now, this battle was looking like a loss. As soon as they made that swap into the Muck, I was thinking, hold on, we can pull this off. We got the Venusaur that's going to be resisting the Virizion. Super effective with the Sludge Bomb. We're going to be able to make this happen here. So we're going to let this go, calling the Acid Spray. Still holding on to 2 shields here. And let's see what we have. Like I said, we were looking to lose this battle. Literally, they threw everything to counter us. A Virizion to counter our Regirock, a Wall Rain to counter our Giratina, and then the Muck to counter our Venusaur. You see that? Yeah, it's not a coincidence. That's just the way this damn game works. If you start winning, it screws you like that. So we swap into our Venusaur after we get off the Focus Blast on the Virizion, as the Stone Edge is not very effective to the fighting. And we have this Wall Rain back here, right? So what we have to do is farm down. Now, something a little interesting happened here. I don't know what's really going on here. Well, it's probably because they have a Leaf Blade. Okay, there. Never mind. That makes sense. So we kind of wall this thing here. And I was just shielding it up to be safe. Obviously, we need to hold on to that health. So we get that last shield and then go for the Sludge Bomb here. And we take them out with the Venusaur. Let's go. What are we going to be countered with this time, folks? Let's see it. A Swampert. There you go. You see that? Great. So we're going to swap into our Giratina because we do have that Venusaur. And we're countered yet again, just like before with the Muck. But again, Dragon Breath is going to be saving you in the situation here. Shadow Claw is great, but for these incidences here where you swap and get locked up against something that counters you, like a Dark type, at least you're going to be able to still dig in and almost potentially even win this battle. So they do have Poison Jab, I do think here, okay? So they're not going to be able to spam the charge moves, taking them out, winning that matchup, which is incredible. And they have an Armor Mewtwo, which is going to be there to counter the Venusaur's poison typing, you already know. And it does have, of course, Dynamic Punch. So they're going to be able to farm us down. Mewtwo defense form doesn't have the best attack like Mewtwo, so we don't have to worry about pretty much getting one-shotted here. Could you imagine regular Mewtwo with Dynamic Punch? That would be freaking OP. With Psycho Cut, holy crap. So we go for the Stone Edge. They're going to be double shielding this, I do think. Okay. Shielding this up here, we want to get off another Stone Edge, as the Venusaur doesn't really want to go up against that Confusion tank right now. So they're letting it go. We're going to immediately swap into that Swampert, and as soon as they see this here, doesn't look like they're backing out. And, well, we were able to gain that alignment because we were able to win those matchups, letting the Earthquake go and then farming them down. And that's one close battle, folks. What are we going to see for the counter this time? A Cobalion. Do you see this crap? This is why it's like my account's on hard mode. It's nutty. So they're going to be swapping and yet again another counter. And this is yet again another reason why you want Dragon Breath like Giratina to protect you from this nonsense algorithm. Okay, so we're going to keep on going here. We kind of need to win this matchup. If we don't, that's okay, as long as we can bring that Snorlax low enough to potentially maybe farm it down. I don't know if I bring in the Regirock to do that, but getting to the Dragon Claw, great. Never mind, we're winning this matchup. Can't see them shielding this, but yet again, I can too. They let it go, they bring in their Giratina and farm us down here. Okay, now this is getting a little bit interesting. They immediately swap, and we bring in our Venusaur to absorb this. Now, Cobalion, here we go. I was getting confused with the Virizion one. So this thing has Stone Edge, right? That's going to do a lot of damage. We don't resist that. So I shield it up, and they hit me with the Sacred Sword. I'm like, damn, they baited me. But that's all they keep doing. Oh, but Poke, this is resisted massively by the Steel type. Yeah, look at that damage. This is Shadow Venusaur. I told you, it doesn't care about typings. You can be a Talonflame. Frenzy Plant's still going to be doing a decent amount of damage to you. That's crazy, right? It's just the way it goes with Venusaur's Shadow. Frenzy Plant, taking out the Cobalion Steel type, immediately swapping into a Regirock to absorb whatever they're going to throw at us. It's a Dragon Claw, and things are getting a little nervous. I look up at the thing and I see, oh crap, they still have 2 shields. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off. We've been doing some crazy magic here, but is this one actually going to be able to be won? Let's see what we can do here. We're fighting a tank. So let's go. Our quick moves are doing nothing, but we're going to be able to spam this Stone Edge here. Now I'm going to show you a kind of a misplay that I do in a second here. So shielding this up, this is fine. Now I swap into Venusaur. I should have maybe went for another Stone Edge here. But here is where, I'm not going to say they messed up, but where we were able to take advantage of the situation here. Right where they throw their energy, if they would have farmed us down, it would have been a wrap. I don't know if they could have before we got to another Frenzy, but since they did, they're not going to have enough energy to go for a double Dragon Claw here. This is not enough, and Stone Edge is going to be able to take them out, and this was another one of those battles where I was like, are you kidding me? We pulled this crap off again with a hard counter in the front and the middle? This is nutty! But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, folks, give it a thumbs up. And there is my 9-win streak again. I could keep on going. I just stopped so I can make this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you can give it a like, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!